Alright guys, we're going first and I think you will love it because this is new Dimir and I tested it, I tried it, and I think this is a super cool deck. We'll see how it goes on the Mythic ladder, but man, the new cards are actual fire and they also make the game so much more fun. Goben, okay, I wasn't super believer in the front side because I know Fleam is Fleam, alright, but Goben actually stole my heart. I started playing with two of them, and it was like, man, every time this creature is on the board, it just works way better. Then I added the third one. By the way, then it got removed apparently. This is red deck. They cannot deal 4 damage easy, so we go for this guy, which has incredibly flexible casting cost, so even though we are color screwed, we can still play it. Which is super cool, man. And this actually is easier to cast than Preacher, because right now we couldn't cast Preacher, we have no black mana, but this one is fine. And still has 4 toughness and draws cards. So this will be fun. I was talking about something. Not sure what, I will remember at some point, but now we are talking about Belion, the Parched. And this card is so unique, man. I love design like this. So we are playing against VV deck probably. Which means that we want to activate those spell pierces super quickly, and I think this is the last turn when our opponent can do the Cardon thing. Later, we will get them. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No Cardon. Okay, this is fine. Everything except Cardon is fine. And now oh man, this is so fun. Let's swing and see if they react. Of course, if we hit the right land, and this one has nice selection, which really helps. Trajectory or another Spell Pierce? I think another Spell Pierce, honestly. Of course we are missing lands, but that's fine because we have this guy. So this is a little bit awkward still, but now we have a land. So this design is so fun, and this is probably one of the most unique cards I remember in Standard in the last years. Like, bro, this is legit a creature that is a land, and it flips in between. This is like so fun. I would love to see more like unique cards like this, so we can, you know, make some cool plays and cool, combinations of cards. Okay, that will you get the idea. I'm just paying attention if they will play something that we can counter because we would love to use this. Sure. See, already. Absolutely taking over the game. Bouncing this is ridiculously massive. Like, if we didn't have this guy, we stop the card engine, and suddenly we are in some serious trouble. But now, we can just keep swinging, and they cannot cast anything, so Otter is kinda useless. And man, we are pushing more cards, more damage. We take the new one, that's why we didn't play this, and we can finally, oh my god, finally fix this mana issue. We played the whole game out of blue mana, man. Okay, now we are going for the kill. We also have more mana, so we can activate the sanctuaries easier. But let's see. And this deck is so cool. So we can use this mana to activate sanctuaries. We can play Curiosity at the end step, so it literally is ramp. And you can also swing with it. If they do something during your turn, this is fine. You can protect it with Spell Pierce while also pumping it. Okay. We go to the end step, so it's a little bit harder to get the mana and use it. We could go for Sanctuary and try to go for the kill. To be honest. I think there is a chance they have removal in the hand. It seems that they are lurking for something, but it won't matter too much. If they cast something, we just counter it. And there is this new counter spell, but I will talk in the outro probably a little bit more why we are not using it. Oh, you think that you can protect your cool one red creature that takes over every game? Nuh-uh. That's why we have Spell Pierce. Not only we can protect our own stuff, but how much this guy did during the game. And it's definitely just a random spider, nothing to see here. Just a casual multiverse spider. So, let's go for the Verge, I guess. And we beat VV deck. That's a really nice start. Drowner is so good to prevent this ramp, man. But I think we have to. This is just so good. I have to say, like, Goben is just surprisingly useful. The first hit, of course, is a little bit lackluster, but once you get it going, It just grows, man. Avatar. Oh boy. It might be a Yuna deck. I thought this would be landfall, to be honest, but it doesn't feel like this. So, we can draw a land, potentially. We don't have 3 mana play anyway. But we can run. Okay, if we draw untapped land, we can do some crazy magic with it. Because we can play this into Drowner and use it as a ramp. And we are getting it, and we can cycle the legend. Man, this is going great. So let's go for this. This will create blue mana. I wish we had a counter. Man, if we had counter spell here, this would be pure glory. But thanks to this, in a way, it's 1 mana 2/2. Because you pay 2 mana and you get 1 back instantly if you can use it. So that's such a cool card. Overlord, scary stuff. But at least we can tap 1 of the creatures, so, you know, there's something. Yeah, I mean, that's the turn, right? So let's play the Drowner. Like, this is such a powerful tempo play. You literally get extra creature on top of what normally you would get. We can full swing. This one, okay, they will block this. So I think what we have to do is put counter, please. Counter. Perfect. Oh, I would love Spell Pierce. I mean, we can, but now they know about it. So they will play around it. I don't... Like, if that was concealed, we could try it. But here, I don't think we can. Right, I mean, let's swing. And we'll see what we will draw. This will grow to 3/3. And now they have a bit of a problem. And that's probably correct. Let's see what we draw. That's super important. Let's connive. We don't need to. That's way too many. Right, I mean, we are going Cecil. We have 3 mana, but not 4, unfortunately. Alright, this is also so funny because you cannot sweep this guy. Like, sorcery speed removal just completely misses it, so I love the idea of this card. This is such a smart card, man. Overlord, okay. That's a great tap target. And I think we'll do it. I think we'll just absolutely overwhelm them. They always have this 1 big creature, but we can try to find a window before this flips. I think. We'll see. It's very close, man, but I think we have enough. Oh, this is nice. I mean, let's go. You know what has to happen. And to be fair, we cannot play Kaito because we missed the land. But, you know, if we didn't shoot the Sheriff, there is a chance we would hit a basic land or something. So, you know. Man, if we hit Phantom Interference or shoot the Sheriff... Oh, wait, I think we don't have Phantom Interference. Because I was switching a lot of cards in this deck until, you know, we found the perfect version. And I think this one is the cool one. Let's go. And this is really close. I think we need Kaito's removal. I think it's too late for Curiosity. Right now we do not play for the card advantage. We just play to a moment. Let's go for blue mana so they think twice about it. And the sun taps, and we need to fake stops here. We are not going for the value game anymore. It's too late for it. Because they will start flipping, they will get crazy, they have tons of mana. Now we need to get this final hit. And by the way, this is already a 4/4, unblockable. So whatever they have in the board, I mean, we just go through it, man. So they will have probably 2 Overlords, it seems. That's probably not the problem. The white Overlord is the worst because it creates 3 creatures, basically. At least when they play it for full mana. Here, I think we are fine. And don't forget, even if they have huge board, we can always attack with Goben only. And, wait, they have 1 flyer, and Fleam, the absolute master Fleam, has Flying Menace. I think we win the game, because the counters stay, we just swing. Oh man, this is so cool. And you know what, just to show our dominance, you don't need it, but the style points. This is not legendary, just making sure. Alright, let's play live. The style points for this one. Oh, here you go, Fleam. You deserve this win. Go, fly, show everyone that you are the best Fleam that was ever on MTG Arena and nowhere else. You know what, Cecil is a really nice draw. Like, it hits our mana, so we don't need to pay life. And Siren can use the map token on this one to push more damage. So, you know what? I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's play the land and swing and see what dirty tricks this filthy control player has for us. It could be like bounce deck as well, so I'm not sure if that's a control yet. We could go Drowner or Siren. No, no, no. I think we'll go Siren, honestly, because we can use the map. Bro, absolutely amazing. Love it. Alright, I didn't expect we'll get a full counter spell for it. That's fine. It's surprising to me that they went Yorgo as a control deck, to be honest. Alright, our opponent unloaded every card from the hand. So, let's go Cecil into Siren, so we are guaranteed some value before they untap. Because we still want to hit lands. And, you know, stuff like Curiosity, easy. We still need a land though. But we can go Kaito and hope to hit it. Alright, this will be sketchy. They can mill it, but they need to spend mana, and on this stage of the game it actually matters. Like, for example, they cannot Day of Judgment and Monument. And I mean, if we are not drawing this one, we draw the next one, so it's, you know, I'm fine with it. I really hope they don't... Okay, this is good. This is good, because that means the Siren survives. And you know what means? If Siren survives, well, welcome, Master Kaito. The most annoying card for every control player ever. I can absolutely confirm it myself. I hate that. Kaito is an absolute pain. We have enough. And we have basics? We do. So this is just a better land. Perfect. Which means that now we can play this, we can go Siren, and now we have two creatures, and we can keep going. We also have Sanctuary, map, like we have a lot of small things going on for us. Obviously, a perfect, absolutely perfect answer by our opponent. Not super happy about this one, but what can you do? So, we'll go this, we can go this into this, that's a cool play. Let's see if they answer it. Okay, we just got a free draw, we can pay life. We actually want to pay life, so Cecil flips faster. I'm not sure about this play. Maybe we should go Cecil this and this, but I'm greedy, so, you know. I think we can find Curiosity or something. Alright, let's swing. And yes, our opponent can keep cycling, so we need to be a little bit careful so they cannot exhaust us. We go this. They cannot counter, it's super important. Oh yeah, that was this priority. And now we can go for Drowner. So even if they sweep, man, this is so fun. Right now, if they sweep, they kill one creature, and we will have two advanced. That's so fun. Man, the Belion, the Parched, and Drowner combo is incredibly cool. Because it basically lets you play two creatures instead of normal one. So that's a huge tempo play. And this keeps you ramping forever, in a way. Okay, so they're trying to defend. So it looks decent for our opponent. They have literally answered to everything we did for the whole game. But all of this is 1-for-1. So we deal surprising amount of damage right now. And we can go Sanctuary. And oh my god, this is so good. But maybe we just use map token. Wait, how do we play this? We could go Sanctuary. We swing for how much? 5-7. Not lethal yet. Not lethal yet. Okay, I think we can do better than this. So we put counters on this guy because this one don't land me. This one cannot get killed with sweepers and stuff. So this should be good. We want to push more damage with Cecil. We counter their big play with Spell Pierce, and then we activate Sanctuary for the final swing. I think our opponent is unhappy about the game because they should realize that it looks like they will be losing this one after emoting. So, you know, there's twice as much. I think In Flames, I think I remember this guy. So yeah, our opponent seems to be roping. To be fair, we have a control player roping. Shame. Shame. Alright. Oh, we missed on this. This is really bad. Oh, I needed this counter super hard. I guess we could Sanctuary and steal Spell Pierce. Alright, because we missed, this is the play. And don't worry, because we have Chorus mana on this one, but we'll have blue on Belion, whatever. And that means they have one turn to stabilize against this whole board. Sweeper go? Oh, Tapland is massive here. I think they will explode. I think we got them, guys. They have the best play is Day of Judgment or the Stark Age. We can counter both with a Spell Pierce. And that means they are dead on the next turn. And by the way, even if they sweep, we still hit them. This is such a fun strategy, man. I think it made Dimir way more fun than it was before. So our opponent seems to be a little bit salty. Let's cut the video. Alright, took a while. Our opponent is upkeep roping us right now. So let's enjoy the moment because we know, and they also know that they are dead here probably. Let's see what the play is. They might still try to go for some removal. Oh, they lost. They need 4 mana for any play. So, oh, this will be... I think if you rope, you get the smiley face 100%. Now they cannot get lost because we can Spell Pierce it. So that's game. Well. And the time of our opponent is out, so let's enjoy the swing. Oh, this was so funny. And by the way, our opponent did your go after we fought for like 7 seconds, and then they spent minutes wasting their time roping, so you get the idea. We're going, oh man, this will be so good. So we need to pay life. This is absolutely amazing. Man, not only we have all those new cards, but Dimir has Shocklands and Verges. Like, we are crushing it, man. Oh, this is nice. I want this to survive. Please, survive. This is such a good card. I think we're playing against Band Kona, so we don't have much time. We need to draw a counter spell probably, and most likely a removal. But I'm not super... I tell you, this never... This card... Oh, no. This. Yes. That's so good. Oh man, and we can even go for Kaito. Do we want Kaito already? Oh man, this is such a good play. Yeah? Yes, we will. Alright. And this is also such a good synergy. Let's draw some cards. We need a land probably. We don't need removal. This is such a good synergy because this cannot be blocked, which means it always activates Kaito. Like, they cannot do anything about it. They can have full board of 15, you know, landfall creatures with space dragons. It doesn't matter. Okay. This is we need to kill it somehow. But how? Okay, this is important. We need to deal with this guy. We cannot really like get rid of anything. Okay, we use the map. Okay, okay, we have everything. So we pay life. I think we'll push for damage. We don't need more cards. We need to kill our opponent while we can. And if we are using map tokens, we might as well go for Kaito. Because that will incentivize them to block. I don't think they will, but still. And we can use Flim with this one. Okay, we don't need... This is way too slow. You know what? I actually want to push this damage. Let's freaking go! Man, we are destroying this guy so hard. And Cecil on top of this. So we are pushing already 5 damage. I think it's really close to kill on the next turn, right? Because this will deal, what, 6? 8? 9. If we hit Siren from the top, we win the game on the next turn already. If not, we will draw a ton of cards. Yeah, here it comes. Okay, we need to go for it. Siren from the top? Nope. Oh, this one is sketchy. Flim doesn't do anything. We can do one good card and bluff a counter spell or a removal. If we tap out, we lose the game. Yeah, it's 9 damage, but this could not be... Wait, can we discard it in some way? Oh man, this is close. We cannot discard this guy. We need to swing. Because we could go for 3 mana on this and put +1/+1 counter, but we need it in the graveyard already. So we have to go for Surveil and bluff a counter. Oh, this was literally the winning play. This is the card we needed to win the game on this turn. And the next card was non-land. So 1 extra draw and we would win this. Alright, counter spell please. Thank you. Easy. As you can see, it's very easy to win games. You just name the card that you want to win. And we go Spell Pierce. Oh wait, but it might not be the right one. Wait, we'll oh, but they don't cast a non-creature. This is not the right card. They put Omniscience. They don't play it for 0 mana. It is just there, you know? Okay. That's not it. Okay, I guess we won. But to be fair, we missed and they missed. But now we are absolutely fine. Not sure how we will close it, but we will find a way. Probably like Kaito, Stun, Smork, the classic, the golden classic, and swing, my friend. Swing and symbiote them. Alright guys, so I know this is a little bit awkward mana, but first we can top deck the right one, but if not, we have the map token. Sanctuary is kinda awkward in the... Don't you dare. Okay, this is actually surprisingly fine, somehow. Told you. Alright, this is actually huge. So we can go for this, and already kinda avoid a lot. Let's go for it. The faster, the better. We swing. So a Sanctuary is kinda awkward, but the fact that you can use this mana, you know, at the end step to activate it, really gives you a nice edge. I was thinking about Reef, but with Curiosity and stuff like this, Sanctuary is just way smoother. And we have like what? I think 4 mana sources in the whole deck that aren't blue. So generally, you know, it shouldn't be the biggest deal. We need a land, 100%, and we need Kaito, so it means that we have to go for the Drowner. We don't really have a choice here. We have 2 colors, so we can go Sanctuary. As expected, we swing. They don't have good blocks, which is really nice. This is an interesting one. I don't see blue or white, so I don't think they will bounce it. Let's go Kaito. You know what you have to do. And I would love... I mean, if we can hit Spell Pierce, this is basically game. Because we'll get the extra mana, so please. Spell Pierce. We don't need to land. Cecil, acceptable. I think we need like Curiosity, you know, or something better. Yeah, it was still worth a gamble. We got exactly the same cards we got rid of, so, you know. But I think that was a worthwhile try. And our opponent, like, look, we have 2 creatures, and both of them don't exist on their turn. Like, this is so hilarious. You have full board that is literally unkillable by a lot of spells right now. Like, Sorcery cannot hit any of them. And now, when they tap, here we are, with all the stuff again. And now we need to push for damage. We go for the emblem. We try to kill them.
I've trained with the best.
Blue spell, important. Now we put all the counters on this. This is so hard to remove, but I guess Kaito as well. This is what I wanted. We'll take it. A little bit late, but you know, I won't complain. I will just run. We put the counter on everything. We go for this guy. And we swing for 9. So now they need to clear the board, kill a Planeswalker, kill a land, somehow, don't ask how, and we still probably will kill them even if they do it somehow, but of course they are dead. They can go for the demon, this will be tapped, and then they die. Well, we are going first, and guys, this hand will hurt. This will hurt so much, but it will be smooth. Very smooth. It will be very smooth. Let's pay life. Let's go for the Siren. We probably have, like, we have turn 2 and turn 3 already set up with double starting town, so, you know. And it seems it's Kona deck. I think we should be fine. Let's Smork. But we would love a Spell Pierce before they play Sirima. Authority and the tap land? Yep. Alright. Honestly, we are in a pretty nice spot here. We swing, we get the Siren going, or should I say Kaito, and this one can give us the Spell Pierce, maybe. This is kinda important. Do we want to push for the most damage? Absolutely feels like the best idea. Let's go, let's go. We don't get this damage on this turn, but we get it on next 2 turns probably. Especially that they have life gain, we might need a little bit of a stronger punch than usually. Okay, okay. So if we play this, we give them 2 life and potentially we deal 1 damage. So not really worth it. Yeah, I think we have this because we would put all the counters on Kaito. I don't think they can deal with it, but this game was actually sketchy. I wasn't sure if we can win this. Hey guys, this might be a little bit messy, but we'll see. I hope we can make it work. We probably open with Verge for the Spell Pierce. Man, this is so scary to be on the draw. We could also go Cecil and start pushing damage and hope to flip it. Siren feels slow. I think we're a little bit behind, and Cecil is a little bit better than other 1-drop, so it kinda gets us more equal with our opponent, so I think it's worth it. And we have Spell Pierce, so maybe we can protect it. What the hell do they have? Wait, what? They must have something. Maybe Shore Up? It will pump? They will still lose it. Alright, show me. Okay. Like, I was like, I don't think there's something, and we were right. There wasn't something. Swing? I guess our opponent just bluffed, and it didn't work, I'm not sure. That was... oh, that was unfortunate. That is fine, we'll take it. So it seems they have a counter spell. And they're Bear Gained. What an interesting deck. Okay, obviously we're mana screwed, so this might really be a problem. Alright, this is a creature, that's nice. It doesn't have ward, right? Good. Good. And that, well, I guess we don't really need to do anything. It seems to be a bit of a creature deck still. Maybe wizards, I don't know. So we will go with this, we get rid of it. Well, you know, we are on 2 mana, we cannot make our play, so if we can try to stall a little bit, that's already good enough. Okay, down to, okay, this is massive. Okay, this is good. We absolutely pay life here. You know, let's swing. Let's see what we get. We could get a 4/4 here. What can they... I think we go for it. Well, but getting Kaito is so massive. And we can just replay it for a single point of... let's go, let's go. Like, you don't say no to Kaito. Like, come on. This, like, we can regain all of this value very easily for 1 point of mana. So they were waiting for the counter spell.
Watch closely. Looks like I gotta fight my way out of this one.
I think we'll try to find a land for the next turn. Those are really good cards, but they're not lands. Unfortunate. Removal. Our draws are not amazing, to be honest. Like, they kinda suck right now. Do we push more damage? They probably cannot answer it easily. I think our draw is so bad, we just need to go all in right now. Especially with Cecil, we can push a little bit of extra damage. And we can Spell Pierce, so if they have a really good answer against Kaito, I hope we can dodge it. Not sure, but maybe. And of course we go through every blocker. So let's see what the play is. Oh, you wanted to be greedy. Oh, that's why you are not greedy when you don't have to. We completely wrecked them here. This was the play. Oh, this was better than I hoped for. Alright guys, we need to talk about this one and I will show you the score. I know you've seen the thumbnails and the titles, stuff like this, but man, when you see the results, it just hits differently. And we'll talk about the new cards because I'm actually stoked for them. So first, indeed, we went basically 90% win rate with 8-1 results in Mythic ladder. This was incredible, and I'll be honest, I knew that we are winning and I was like playing the games and, you know, yeah, I think we are on the winning side pretty heavily. And then I checked the results and oh boy, that's way better. And you know, results, this is small sample, so, you know, I was probably a little bit lucky and stuff like this, but the feeling of the deck it was so fun to play. Those 3 new cards, because that's basically, we have the Passage, which is absolutely amazing card, by the way. I mean, if you want to craft something, you should probably start with this. This land is ridiculously good, and you will see it in probably tons of decks for next few years. But those cards are so fun and so amazing. However, we will talk about this one. This one is probably the weakest one. Goben, I think I mentioned it. I started with 2 of them, and then I was, man, this card is good. Let's add the 3rd one, because I'm scared that I will have to play the game without one. So then I upped it to 4. I didn't have Mythics, bro. I spent like 20 or 30,000 gold just to buy packs so I get Mythic Wildcard. And here we are with the 4th one. And you know what? It was worth it. The card is really good, especially in Dimir. I only played it for the front side of Goben. But in this deck you actually have 2 out of 3 mana colors for Fleam, and because you are playing Starting Town, you don't need to name the color, you just get it when you pay life. And of course the Multiversal Passage, which you kinda need to play in advance, you need to name a mountain to get red mana from this one, so it's mostly Starting Towns, but then you actually can get the full value of this card without investing anything. And sure, the passive is not the most useful, we don't use Mayhem, but the fact you get Flyer, Menace, and all the counters from Goben actually stay on this. Like you have seen, this is usually 5 or 6 power creature with Flying and Menace, which means it probably goes through, and very often that's enough to win the game, especially that you have Spell Pierces to protect it. So super cool card. Belion, the Parched. Man, I like this art so much more. I know I repeat it, but I'll be honest, this is such a mess up on the IP side, that we have 2 different games basically while having the same game. This is like, what? And this is where I stop talking about it, but this is a blessing in disguise, I think, because the fact that we got all those cards with cool art is just so fun, man. It makes me enjoy the set like twice as much, because this art with 50,000 spider people, with different colors and suits, like, it doesn't hit the spot for me at all, It's just kinda, meh. Anyway, Belion the Parched. This card is super cool. I think it's Hydroman or something in the original Spider-Man set. We don't really use this +1/+1. Our blue spells are mostly instants to defend, so we cast them during our opponent turn. But the fact that you get this extra land that you can use for Curiosity, Drowner, and Spell Pierce gives you tons of options. You can use them also for Sanctuary. And even for Shoot the Sheriff, that's why we love this removal with 1 chorus, because we can use this to fill the chorus. This is amazing. It also dodges all the sweepers. I didn't really use it because the control is kinda like, they have horrible matchup against this. If you Spell Pierce Day of Judgment, they are probably dead. Kaito was always a problem against control decks because it's so hard to remove. Curiosity can drop a dance step and just be absolute menace and kinda resistant to get lost in a way. And now we have Belion that also dodges all the, sweepers because it's a land during your opponent turn. So this is just so fun that you can go, like, you have 3 different angles to attack control decks in, every way possible. So yeah, I really like this card. If you couldn't tell, I really like the card. And I think you can use it in so many ways, but of course you need instants or something with flash, so you can use this extra mana, but very fun card. And probably the card I was least excited about, but I'll be honest, in games I've played, you have seen, I think it was first or the second game, this actually contributed so much, and you only get selection out of top 2 cards, compared to, for example, Preacher just drawing you a card. But first, you don't pay life for this, so it's a little bit better effect, and having this selection actually makes a huge difference, especially that we are playing low lands and very specific answers, so very often hitting the right card is worth way more than just hitting a random card. So, it pleasantly surprised me so far, but it doesn't have Death Touch and it cannot life gain like Preacher. And I think those are big downsides, so I'm not sure if it's better than Preacher. It absolutely wins on the flair, fluff, and, just just style points. And I'll be honest, for me, that's enough to keep playing this forever, because look at the art, it's so cool. I love the Dimir cards, especially with cool art. So I will be playing this one, and you can also exile it from the graveyard for some extra effects that make sense in longer games, especially if you whiff on Kaito or Curiosity. This might be your value engine for other creatures, especially that you have evasive flyers like Siren. So far, I like the card. I'm curious if it's better than the Preacher, because Death Touch is a big ability against red decks, so they cannot pump, they cannot save creatures, unless they have like Boros Charm for Indestructible. But so far, this card really worked for me, even though I didn't count on it as much. So we will see. This is a maybe pile, but those are really good so far. So yeah. This is my honest opinion about, after playing with the deck. Results kinda were mind-blowing for me, better than I expected. Obviously, we got a little bit lucky, because 90% win rate is not sustainable, You always needed a little bit of, good draws and stuff like this. But it's definitely a good sign, so I wish you get the same results or even better. And, man, I have to say, I'm having a blast with this set, more than I expected. I think this is due to the fact that a lot of cards have really interesting mechanics, effects, stuff like this. So instantly have idea how to make a deck around it, and it's something different, it's something new. So I really appreciate all those cool effects. Flim even shined with this look at this pretty face. You just know this is your future hero. So yeah, I had a blast with this one. Hope it will be the same for you. Thank you to all our amazing patrons that are relentlessly supporting the channel, so we can all enjoy content every single day. If you want to help, check out the Patreon. You can also get all the decks before everyone else there, so that's pretty cool. And I usually just ramble about those decks a little bit more in describing the strategy, so pretty cool stuff. And that's it for today. Thank you if you watched until the end. I'm super happy about it, and see you guys tomorrow.